Most people tend to wait until their mental health is an absolute disaster before doing anything about it. They ignore the warning signs, push through exhaustion, and tell themselves, "I'll deal with it later," until later turns into full-blown burnout, emotional breakdowns, or feeling completely lost, which isn't ideal. So let's fix that, because your mental health isn't something to just ignore until it falls apart. If you wait until you're drowning to learn how to swim, then you're making things 10 times harder for yourself. So today we're talking about the mental health toolkit, the non-negotiables you need to maintain your mental well-being, the biggest mistakes that make things worse, and the specific practical strategies that actually help. So let's talk. Managing your mental health isn't about waiting until you're in crisis. It's about prevention and maintenance, like brushing your teeth so you don't end up needing a root canal. By the way, I'm Jeremy, a mental health counselor and writer, and I focus on making better mental health simple by exploring the stuff you can do to tackle issues and improve your mental well-being. No nonsense, no fluff, just simple strategies that actually work. So today, let's build your mental health toolkit, starting with the biggest things that make your mental health worse. Ignoring your mental health until it's a crisis. Most people only start caring about their mental health when they're falling apart. But by that point, it's like trying to put out a fire after it's already burned down half the house. Mental health is like physical health. You have to take care of it consistently, not just when things are going wrong. If you wouldn't wait until your car engine explodes before changing the oil, stop waiting until burnout kicks in to start looking after yourself. Tolerating toxic relationships. If someone is constantly making you feel drained, anxious, or worthless, that's not a healthy relationship. That's a hot mess. Look, you don't have to immediately cut people off, but if someone repeatedly disrespects you and they refuse to change, why are they still in your life? A relationship should add value to your life, not take it away. And if you have to fight to be treated with basic respect, then it's not a relationship, it's an emotional drain. Numbing stress with distractions. Overworking, binge watching, mindless scrolling, shopping, eating your feelings. Distractions might help you avoid stress, but they certainly don't solve it. The stress is still there, and I guarantee you it's coming back to bite you on the butt when you least expect it. And the other thing is that when you push things down for long enough, they resurface in much worse ways, like anxiety, exhaustion, or total burnout. So instead of numbing your stress, you need to start dealing with it head on. Which brings me to 4 non-negotiables for mental well-being. These are the foundations of good mental health. Things you can't ignore if you want to actually feel alright. Make your well-being a priority across every area of your life. Mental health isn't just about your mind, it's connected to your physical, emotional, social, financial, and spiritual well-being as well. Neglecting any of these areas will affect your mental health. For example, if your finances are a mess, it causes stress. If you're constantly exhausted, it messes with your mood. So taking care of your whole well-being means prioritizing balance, boundaries, and self-respect. Set boundaries and actually stick to them. Boundaries are about being crystal clear on what you will accept and what you won't. A boundary isn't just something you say, it's something you enforce. Otherwise, what's the point? Don't want to check work emails after hours? Don't. Tired of people treating you like an emotional dumping ground? Say something. Need time for yourself? Take it without apologizing. You really don't owe anyone unlimited access to your time, energy, or mental space, so start treating yourself with respect by putting in place healthy boundaries. Work to live, don't live to work. If your job is the only thing in your life, or the main thing, you're doing life wrong. Work is a means to an end, not your entire existence. Your mental health is worth so much more than company loyalty, and you have to prioritize your well-being because nobody's going to do it for you. Find a healthy balance between your work and your personal life. If you struggle with that, get professional support. Proactively manage stress before it manages you. Stress doesn't just go away, you have to actually manage it. That means scheduling downtime before you're completely fried, planning rest like you plan work, and learning how to decompress properly instead of just zoning out with distractions. We all need to rest and recharge because you can't keep on going non-stop. And so that leads me to specific mental health strategies that actually work. If you want real results, these are the tools you need. Protect your peace because it's priceless. Stop giving your energy to things that drain you. If news cycles stress you out, stop watching them all day. Honestly, once a day for the headlines is more than enough. If social media makes you feel like trash or makes your soul feel dirty, take a break. If someone constantly brings negativity into your life, limit their access to you. Not everything or everyone that grabs your attention is good for your mental health, so be intentional about what and who you let in. Manage your energy like a budget. Think of your energy like money. You wouldn't spend everything in one day and expect to be fine for the rest of the month, would you? So then why do you do that with your energy? Spend your energy wisely. Conserve it where needed. And don't go into debt by giving more than you have. Create a check-in system at least twice a day. Most people don't realize how bad their mental health is getting until they're already overwhelmed, and that's too late. So start being more proactive. Check in with yourself 2 or 3 times a day. Meal times are great for this. You don't have to make it complicated. Just take a few moments to ask yourself, how am I feeling? And what do I need right now? This simple habit helps you catch stress early before it snowballs. Stop being your own bully. Your inner voice should be supportive, not abusive. So then why are we often so incredibly unkind to ourselves? The general rule here is if you wouldn't say it to a friend, don't say it to yourself. Learn how to be on your own side because you're stuck with yourself for life. So you may as well make it a healthy relationship. Here's the thing. Your mental health isn't something to fix only when it breaks. It's something to take care of every single day. If you wouldn't wait until your physical health collapsed before seeing a doctor, then why on earth would you do that with your mental health? Because the simple truth is that nothing changes if nothing changes. If you want to feel better, then you have to start taking action. And that starts today. So now it's over to you. What's one thing that's hurting your mental health? And what are you going to do about it? Because you know that you can't just keep on doing it anyway, don't you? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're struggling with stress, check out this video next for more practical, no-nonsense mental health advice. Thanks for joining me today. Take care and talk to you next time.